What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It is now 2025 and I'm going to be talking about some of my goals for this year. Now, I can say that honestly 2024 was a really complicated year. I had a lot of highs and a lot of lows, and I'm at a point where I've just gained so much experience that I think I'm really ready for this coming year. So I would say that the start of 2024, going up until like May-ish, was really rough, actually, really rough. But from June going forward, I really focused on myself. I really locked in, and I got a lot of stuff done. Um, Basically, as far as my career goes, I was given a lot of opportunities. I worked for Hell's Kitchen with Gordon Ramsay. I worked for MTV, A24, which as an individual, that's like so huge for me. I have been dying to work for A24, and I did it in 2024 at 24 years old. So that was just the stars aligning for me. But as far as personal growth goes, I learned a lot about myself. I was in a lot of situations where I met a wide variety of people, and it allowed me to kind of understand who I am a lot more, which I think was really good for character development. And again, I'm happy to say that I'm able to use all of these experiences for 2025. Anyway, let's talk about some of my plans for this year. So number one is just going to be getting more work. I've been in the industry for a minute now. I would say that I'm at a point where I don't have to try too hard. My resume is pretty good, so I get a lot of phone calls, emails, texts all the time asking about work, which is awesome. I'm not at a point where like I'm super financially stable work-wise, but I can honestly say that I'm not as stressed as I was a couple years ago, to where I was clamoring for work all the time. Back in 23, 24, and even 22, I was working so hard day in and day out, always getting work done, always traveling, always speaking with clients and doing stuff like that, which was good. I think it allowed me to get a lot of opportunities, and now I don't have to work as hard. Now I just submit my resume on a couple of job sites, and I more than likely get the opportunity if I'm in the area. For a long time, people doubted my ability to actually do this full time. I remember back in middle school and high school, and even like after high school, people telling me that this wasn't really feasible for me. In some respects, I sort of understand, because filmmaking isn't really like a financially stable profession. And also, in my particular case, I'm a pretty tall guy. So for those of you who know me in real life, you guys know I'm actually like pretty tall. I'm like 6'7", 6'8". So people would always be bugging me about basketball and other sports, which I personally never had any interest in. It was really forced upon me as a kid, and I genuinely did not care. I ran track and cross country in high school, and I still run now, but that's really it. So it's just so fulfilling to prove people wrong, to have that validation from myself, from being able to get these jobs and opportunities and make it somewhat consistent. So my second goal for 2025 is to pursue a career in modeling. Now, I've always been told that I do have the model look. I have the body, the whatever. And I always kind of had toyed with the idea, but I do think I'm going to take it seriously for this coming year. Of course, I'm not going to be doing it full time. I'm not going to quit doing what I do right now, but I do want to see how far I can get in the industry without, you know, taking time away from doing filmmaking, which is my main source of income. So I have worked with a few agencies for videos, and from my understanding, it's one of those professions where you can sort of make your own schedule to accommodate your personal life, which is great for me because I spend most of my time doing videos and other personal things. So I guess my goal within modeling is just to get a paid job. So I'm pretty confident in my abilities just based off of how I've been able to maneuver myself in the film space. So I'm sure it'll happen this year at some point. Now, my last goal for 2025 is just to be more consistent overall. I would say that as of right now, I don't really have the same drive that I once had, and that's mainly because I don't have to work as hard to get opportunities. Now it's a simple phone call, text, or like I just submit my resume and I will most likely get the job. But before I was scrambling, I had to get those things done. Whether it was a time constraint, like I had an actual deadline, or I needed to pay the bills, and obviously I still need to pay the bills now, but I'm not really stressed in the same way that I was a few years ago. You know, it's funny because I've worked so hard. You know, I've achieved so many of these goals that I set for myself, and now I'm at a point where I feel like there's like not many more levels to my plan. You know, I had planned out to get to this point, you know, and now that I'm here, it's like what do I do now? I would say that one of my main goals as far as film goes is to pivot into the camera department. So as of right now, I work more in the general production field, but I want to kind of move towards just doing camera and being more of a specialist. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this year. I'm pretty confident in my abilities, and I would say that a lot of my experiences from last year have prepared me for 2025. So with that being said, thanks for watching. As always, I'm going to try my best to make more videos, but also I'm always busy. I'm always working. So yeah, take it easy guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.